tell you something that really does this has always pissed me off, and it's gonna piss me off even more now. Why even more now? Because well, what it is that pisses me off is people with their fucking headlights off when it's dark out. Like, you got, like, Taiwanese people, and this is, I'm gonna piss a few people off with this, but Taiwanese people are so fucking ignorant that they actually think that, like, for example, right now, if I were to turn my headlights off, does everything get much more darker? No, it doesn't, not really. If I turn them on, it lights up the ground here a little bit, like, look at this, off, on. The difference is not huge. So therefore, Taiwanese people think, not all, but I'd say damn near the majority, or a lot of them, too many. A lot of them believe that, let's take this road, I've never done it before. A lot of them believe that, like right now, look how bright it is outside. Oh, it's so fucking bright. If I turn my headlights off, oh look, you don't even notice any difference at all whatsoever on the ground. Like I can't tell which is on and which is off with regards to my lights. But you know, yeah, I put my bright light on, and if I turn it off and on, I still can't see anything on the ground. So Taiwanese people think, oh, well, look at the ground. If I turn the lights on or off, it doesn't make a difference. So therefore, it's not helping me to see. Therefore, I don't need my lights on. And then they drive around in dark. It's still fairly dark out, and they got their headlights off. And they don't understand why that could be dangerous. It's unfucking-believable. And then I'm you know. And the reason why this is pissing me off more now than ever before is because I got that car now. My girlfriend has that car, and it's got tinted windows. And with the tinted windows, if a scooter with its headlight off, you cannot see it. If it's a little bit dark out, it's harder to see through the window because it's tinted. And if it's a little bit dark out, and you add on the fact that you got like some black or gray scooter beside you with their headlight off. That's a neat looking house. I think that's an actual home. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, and then you I'm looking through a tinted window at a mirror and it's dark out, and then you got like a gray scooter riding beside the car with their headlight off and it's dark out like this. You cannot see them. You really can't. It's very difficult at night for me to notice anything in that mirror. Like I can't really see parked cars, pretty much invisible. So anything with its light off is pretty much visible. If something's got its light on, yeah, sure, I see it clearly. I look in the side view mirror through the tinted window, and I see, oh, there's a car, there's a motorcycle. If they got their lights on, if they don't, yeah, good luck. And that's a really, I even said to somebody once. It was actually this is sunrise right now, but it was during. Whoa. There's like soft mud there. My back end was sliding left and right. Yeah, I have no idea where I am. I've never been on this road before. And whenever you go on a road like this, there's always like, it becomes a makeshift trash dump. Yeah, so, oh yeah, there was one time it was sunset, but it was like, you know, that special gray that you get at sunrise and sunset, which is the most dangerous time of the day. It's because the eyes have rods and cones they used to see. There are two different types of receptors in the eyes, and one is used for the day, and the other one is used for night. Like one is used, yeah. You have different. Your eyes have used different methods of seeing in bright places and dark places. And during sunset and sunrise, when you get that special grayness to everything, your eyes, they don't really know which to use, the rods or the cones. So you end up having your eyes are kind of like they're only like half on because they're kind of like, yeah, they're just. In other words, you see better at night than you do during dusk or dawn. So even so, you actually see worse when it's gray out than when it's black out. And so that means, like, you know, technically speaking, you would probably need your headlights on more during sunrise or sunset than you would at night. You'd actually be somewhat, and that makes sense to me, because at night you have all the street lights are lit up, and you can see pretty good. I see people all the time riding with their headlights off at night, and when I do see those people, I can see them pretty clearly. It's not that big of a, it's still stupid as hell, but I can still see them. But at times like this, when people got their headlights off, they don't stand out at all. At nighttime, they still stand out a bit because you get like things reflecting off of them, like street lights and other people's headlights. But at this time, you don't. There's no reflections for some reason. It's like bright enough to dull the. It's like bright enough out to dull the reflections, but dark enough out to make it difficult to see them. Okay, I just did a circle. I'm pretty sure that's. I think. Is that where I turned left and I went up that road and then now I'm going back the same direction I came from, I do believe. Yeah, see there's somebody with their scooter and their headlight off. Unbelievable, I fucking hate it. And now that I got a car, like, I'm really going to start to crack down on bitching at people who got their headlights off. Because then I know what's going to fucking happen. Or I pray to God this doesn't happen. I'm going to be driving along in the car, and there's going to be... I'm going to want to make a right-hand turn. I'm going to look at my fucking mirror. Nothing there. Go to make the right-hand turn. Boom! I hit a scooter that's riding beside me with his headlight off. And then what happens? I got to pay fucking $50,000 American in compensation to the scooter rider because he's too fucking stupid to put his lights on. Do you think that's fair? No, neither do I. Look at this, 2 scooters with their headlights off. Yeah, it's bright out, it's fucking daytime. Look, it's fucking daytime. Why would he put our headlights on? That would just be plain stupid. That's what they're thinking. Oh, I didn't finish the story. Yeah, there was one time I was beside a lady, and she had a child, like a baby, on her scooter, and it was like this kind of, it was dusk. So it was maybe this dark out, or even darker than this. And yeah, left-hand turns in the right lane. And so I said to the woman, I'm like, it's dark out, you should put your headlight on. And she says, her answer was, I can see fine. And I'm just like, you know, like, headlights are, you know, like, headlights primarily, they were primarily invented for people to see better. That's what they were invented for. You put the headlight on, it helps you to see what's in front of you. Yeah. But you know, in the 21st century, that's not what headlights are for. They're for helping other people to see you primarily. That's their number one purpose, to help other people to see you more clearly for your own safety. And then secondary is for them to like light up the road so you can see a bit better. If you live in the country, you could argue that. But if you live in the city, no. If you live in the city, headlights are for other people to see you, not for you to see other people. Anyway, so I said to that woman, I'm like, it's really dark out right now. You know, you should put your headlights on. And she's like, no, I can still see fine. And then I think I started punching myself in the face because I was just so frustrated. And then at which point she kind of like, I think she ran the red light just to get away from me. But yeah, that's how they make me feel. I talked about that with a friend of mine in Canada, and she's a really PC, politically correct kind of girl. She's really anti-racist and anti-stereotype and anti-everything like that. And I'd say I'm anti-racist, but I'm definitely not anti-stereotype. You know, you got stereotypes that are proven true like 80% of the time. And then when you bring up the stereotype, everybody starts yelling at you as if you're a racist. I'm like, it doesn't make you a racist if you just comment on something being true 80% of the time, if it is true 80% of the time. And just because something true is 80% of the time doesn't mean I'm going to believe that it's always going to be true. You know what I mean? I know that there's 20%. I'm going to give somebody a chance to prove the stereotype wrong. I think if there's a stereotype and you just say, yeah, that's true for everyone like that, like 60% of those people do this, so therefore, and then you hear the people do this, but it's probably like only 60%, and then you just go, okay, they all do that, and then you meet someone that's that, you know, race or color or something, and then you just go, oh yeah, well that means that you're blah blah blah, and they're like, no, I don't do that, and you're, yeah you do, you're that color, so that means you do that. Like that's racist and stupid and etc. etc. But if you just keep, if you keep the stereotype in the back of your mind, I don't call that racist. I call that common sense. You know, if you invite six purple, if in your life you've invited 6 purple people to your house, and every time you invite a purple person to your house, something goes missing from your house, right? Like, you know, a watch or a wallet or some money or this or that, every single fucking time. And you've only invited purple people to your house 6 times in your whole life, but every single time something goes missing from your house. Then if you invited a 7th purple person to your house, and you like, you know, and then you're like hiding all your valuable stuff, and then your girlfriend says to you, "Why are you hiding the valuables?" "Oh, because the purple person's coming over." And then she's like, "You're fucking racist. You're fucking. I'm gonna fucking. You're disgusting." You're like, what the fuck? Every fucking time I've invited a purple person to our house, something goes missing. So, you know, I'm still inviting them to the house. I'm not, you know, I don't hate purple people. I'm still inviting them. I'm just, you know, I'm just hiding the stuff. I don't think that makes you racist. I think, you know, if you keep inviting them and you keep having things going missing, and you keep inviting them and you keep having things going missing, that's just fucking stupid. Doesn't mean you're Look at that woman. Look at it. Yeah, you're fucking smart. Tell me. Fucking smart. You're smart. See that? He ran a red light. This is a fucking, like, he's coming out of a little side street. It's like a 1-lane side street. I'm familiar with that side street. It's 1 lane. Small. This is fucking 3 lanes and it's high speed. And he actually came out and he didn't look. Did you see that? He just came out and then I laid him, and then he like honked. And not only was I passing him on the right, but he had somebody else passing him on the left. So he came out so fast that 2 people on the main road had to split to miss him on either side. And it's not entirely his fault for doing it. Well, it is. But one of the reasons why he did it was because that woman did it first. And the Taiwanese mentality is, if one person does it, then I can do it too. They don't realize that the situation, like the traffic situation, might have changed in the couple of seconds from when she went to when the next person goes. So you get it all the time here, where, say I'm going along and I'm doing a good speed, and then a car will cut across. And that's fine because he has time to do it. But I see him cutting across, and okay, it's going to be close, but I'm not going to hit him. I'm going to go behind him. But the problem is, once he does it, the car behind him does it too. Well, if he's going, then if he has space to go, then that means I have space to go too. When in actuality, the second car doesn't have space to go, because I'm just going to miss the first car as it is. So the second car pulls out, and the next thing I know, I'm fucking locking up my brakes to try to